Hello everyone, hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been gone for such a long time and I feel like I have to clear off all the cobwebs here. I'm so happy to be, speaking to you guys. It's been a while, a long while. I'm back. Yeah, I think my last video was months ago. It's so good to be here. I've been posting shorts, posting in the community and things like that, but I've not done a long form video in the longest time, and all this while I have missed YouTube. Trust me, I have missed YouTube, but it's good to be talking to you today. So you've seen what this video is about. It's my honest 2025 review. I think 2025 is a year that I'm very thankful for a lot of things, right? It was a full year, right? There were ups, downs, but it's a year that I would always remember and I'm thankful for, right? And let's just talk about some of the things that happened right from the beginning to the end of the year. So I think I'll start with some highlights, some high points and things like that. So I'll start from January is my birthday month. I'm January 26th, so 2025 was very special for me because I turned 26 on the 26th, and recently I found out that is what you call a golden birthday. So my golden birthday was in 2025. That year is a special year. If it's just because of that, that is a special year. So I turned 26 on the 6th of January, and I was so excited. I did a photo shoot, yes, and that picture has somebody told me recently that that's my signature picture. Don't be lie. I love it so much. Yeah. I can't wait to take more beautiful pictures. I love that I did a shoot. I loved the whole experience, right? And I look forward to more things like that. So January started off well for me. So and it was like a second year of work for me. So after service in 2023, I worked throughout 2024, and it was significant for me because I was moving on to second phase of work. That's how it was in my head, and I was just so excited at what I would do in my career and all of that. So I won 2 awards in 2025 at work: best dressed and most improved, yes, award. And that meant so much to me because I know where I started from. I didn't know what I wanted to do. If you know my story, you know that I just kind of, by God's mercy, right? I don't think anything is a coincidence. God put me, in this line and this field because He knows, like, this is what is for me, right? And God just led my steps, used people and put me in this field. And seeing that I was recognized for most improved, that meant so much to me. And best dressed, wow. I've always been a girly that just likes to show up neat and all of that. And I was more intentional in 2025 about the way I showed up to work, even if my office was not a very corporate environment. People dress casually, but I was like, this is how I want to look. I don't mind. I was always, dressing up, and I got recognized for it. I was so happy. And I was so much intentional in 2025 about the way that I looked, even if I didn't really have much. I was able to, buy things and, just to appear nicely, right? So 2025 was that year where I was intentional. I didn't show up here, but I showed up on LinkedIn to an extent. I showed up on LinkedIn. I was happy about that as well. I worked with different clients who were happy with the work that I did for them, and that made me very happy. Also, I hosted events like online gatherings in church. I'm so happy about that because in 2025, when the year started, I told God and I said that I'm going to get into this hosting space. I don't know how. So when I don't even know how the leader thought about me and said, "Oh, I want you to host this," and I'm like, okay. I couldn't say no because I knew that I asked for it. So I was so glad that I was able to do that, right? Host that, even a physical one that we did in church. I had that opportunity, and I was so glad, and I look forward to more and more opportunities. So you see, 2025 it was filled with opportunities. It was filled with lots of learning, right? Spiritually, I was able to read my Bible. So I tried in 2024, but I was able to read it to the end in 2025. That is such a big deal, guys. It's such a big deal, and I'm grateful for 2025. So I was able to do that in 2025. I'm doing it again. I will do that every year because I mean you can't get enough of the word. So I wish to do that again this year and other years. So I did that in 2025. Financially, glory to God, I was able to for the longest time I wanted to put money in mutual funds, save and do all of that. I'm glad that I was able to keep money and not just keep and go back to it. I was glad I was able to do that in 2025. I'm also glad that in 2025 my confidence grew. I learned so much, right? Able to speak to people, and I learned one of the lessons that I learned in 2025 is that people cannot know what you do if you do not speak. You may know so much, right, and you're just quiet. People would not know. So I learned to speak up in 2025. Even if I know something and you are not inside my head, so you can never know that I know it, right? So if I don't speak, nobody would know that I know, right? So there are times where in meetings somebody would say what is already in my head, and the person would sound so smart, everybody would clap for that person. So I had to learn that in 2025, that you have to speak up so that people can see the work that you know what you can do. I had to speak up. 2025 as well, I made friends. Oh my god, I can't call their names, but gosh, I made solid friendships that showed up for me, people that I could call, and I know that they are my guys, right? People like that. I'm so glad that I made friends, good friends in 2025. Also, I attended events, right? That's why 2026 is more like I'm thinking I will still attend, but I'm like let me apply, let me work on these things, right? But in 2025 I attended a lot of events. I attended an event by DDK, I attended one by Funke Akindele, I attended Creators Nexus, I attended Clean by Miss Olainka, my mentor, and I got into that mentorship in 2025 as well. Glad about that. I got to so many other events I cannot remember. The one that Kagan was there, one creators event, and I met people that have been very supportive as well. So 2025 was that year. I don't think I can remember every other thing, but it was a year that I cannot forget. And I thought to give you guys this review. I don't want the video to be too long, but this is just like, since you did not hear from me, this is just a good way to tell you that I'm back, I'm here, and I can't wait to show up more and just speak to you guys, right? So please do well to subscribe if you haven't, like this video and share. See you in the next one. Bye.